Welcome back to the ADhd show. It is time for our verses. Well, first of all, we are recording here at San Francisco, Tech City.
San Francisco, Texas.
San Francisco.
in Collective and Co. Yeah, so we out here. We got a verses. We got the verses?
Yes.
What we got, man? What we got for the verses?
Who?
What was it?
These niggas.
We write it down?
Yeah, no, we don't need to. We go off the dome.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't it a 3-part verses?
No, it was 2.
You want to start with your girl going or?
Your girl going. It gotta be your girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was it? It was like, would you rather your lady?
Uh-huh.
You're right.
Both
Go-
of them world tours.
Yeah, go on a world tour.
World tour.
Huh?
I'm about to tell you.
Yeah. Go on a world tour as an athlete. Right?
Like they summer circuit. They off
Yeah, like they summer circuit. Yeah, except it's going to be for 4 or 5 months.
Damn.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically like Olympics and then, you
Some
know,
more
with
shit,
the endorsements
yeah.
and their commercial, yeah. Or as an entertainer.
Yeah, like she's a singer.
Like she's a singer or a performer.
Wait,
Or comedian.
like backup singer or?
Nah,
Nah, she the
singer.
main show.
Yeah,
I'm going to the main show. If you're a backup singer, she definitely get fucked on.
This nigga said.
That's the logic that I was trying to tell you.
I'm gonna go with the athlete.
I'm going, nah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Why?
gonna be shit. I'm not cool with the singer joint.
I'm going to singer. She ain't, yeah, she the main attraction. She
But
ain't-
why though?
Because my other choice was the athlete.
Have you not been on the bus with the athletes? Going to the game?
Yeah.
On the away games.
Going to away games? Nigga? Are you
Yeah.
serious?
And
What room
so
you
let's
in?
put it in reverse. Aren't you just, like, you remember you don't want your girl to go on the bus for a male singer, so I'm thinking for female.
I want the
now,
female singer be the main attraction.
I'm gonna say this, bro.
I feel like the
gonna
tour
fuck with money
dates
like
be
that.
back to
I'm about
back
to
to
say
back to back.
if my girl is a
You
singer,
know who Adina Howard is.
She's not a singer.
Yeah, shit.
She's a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a singer.
if my girl's the star
I'll be
on
looking
a
at athlete like that.
world tour, bro, I can imagine she don't have a lot of time, and the time she do have, she's gonna be tired
If she
as
the main
hell.
attraction, they ain't fucking with her like that.
Yeah, but they usually be off on their own. But if she an athlete, bro, they off
all-
season they don't play like you get the Olympics, right?
Athletes.
Hey, you don't have to persuade me. I'm still saying athlete.
No, I'm just saying. I'm providing context for the podcast here.
Oh.
I'm just saying this.
Yeah, go ahead and kiss all the niggas on the bus.
Yeah, that's just as an athlete, bro. Like you get a lot of off time during your off season.
Bro, that shit crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, ask James Harden.
yeah. This nigga done been arrested. Ooh, let baby.
Let me.
Them niggas like that. We had point guard in that. Nigga
Who got weed? Who got weed?
move out there. Oh, nigga did the raccoon shit. Nigga.
Little bit.
Yeah, Carter, I'm with
Harden
you.
like this.
It's
singer.
no, I'm saying like if she's like a backup or some kind of auxiliary
she get
person,
fucked on.
then you got way too much
Hey,
time.
she the
It's
sound.
like,
She
I don't
work on the
need
sound
that.
crew.
Yeah.
They be fucking each other, bro.
Yeah, y'all set up and then y'all be out in the streets.
What if
I
she
don't
in
need
the-
that.
she just in the
Nah,
chorus?
hell no, I ain't going for it.
What if she the chorus singer?
Nah, I ain't going for it.
She,
Give me the
like in the
athlete.
chorus, like in the choir or
What
something.
if she's like Beyonce hype like person?
What you mean?
They ain't
Like,
nobody.
she's the hype
They gonna get
person.
fucked on
Like,
too.
she's on world tour with Beyonce. But
Nah, she needs
she's
to be
Beyonce hype
the
person.
Beyonce.
She is. She's the hype person. So whenever Beyonce's on, she's
Nah,
on. That's
they
kind of
ain't
the main attraction on the low.
Nah,
Yes,
that
it
ain't nobody buy no ticket with.
That's the
with
lame
hype person
attraction.
name on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it ain't you, but you on the world tour with Beyonce. So whenever she on stage, you on stage.
Nah, it ain't your show.
And of course, it's not your show. Yeah, you're right. But you still on world tour.
Nah.
I ain't
That's
going
the
for it. I ain't going for it.
that's the
I've
difference
talked to
between
athletes who be on, like,
that's the
all
difference
season and
between
shit, be-
the auxiliary
yeah.
cord person and the curtain puller. Like if I'm actually on stage,
What?
Like, cause he said,
What a position.
No, cause he said there's a difference between like he said, yeah,
But he's talking
between
about the
being
star
auxiliary
and the hype
person.
man. What you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, but he said there's a difference
But he said
between
the
being a
curtain puller
singer and an
and he-
auxiliary person. I said, yeah, there's a difference. I was like, there's also a difference between you being the hype man and you being the auxiliary person and the curtain puller person on the
That has
world tour.
nothing-
Because them people go
But that has
along with
nothing to
them.
do with the main attraction, though. What you talking about?
Yeah.
I said that, yeah, the hype man is also on stage with the main attraction. So you are technically, like she technically is there on the main attraction. She
Ain't nobody
does
come to
some
see
side
him,
stuff.
Otis.
Nobody can see. Yeah.
Hell nah.
Right.
I didn't come to see the hype person. I came to see
What?
Beyonce.
You didn't- What you talking
No, I'm
about?
saying, of course, nobody's there to see them, but I'm saying, like, she's actually on stage whenever the main attraction is.
What are you saying,
So it's
yo?
not like she's just on tour, like, being, like, one of the, like,
you
lower
saying?
jobs, like he was saying.
All I'm saying is this.
What?
Did y'all hear this shit?
No.
He didn't say nothing.
No, this is what he said. He asked, is she like the, he said, yeah, that's what he said, I agree with Carter. Like, there's a difference between you being the main attraction and then you being the auxiliary person or just some random person, but you on world tour because
Nobody
when you
gives
take a
a
world
fuck
tour.
about the band. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. I said.
What are you saying?
But I'm also saying if you're someone's hype man, that's still bigger than all the other shit that he listed.
Yeah,
like
but
the
you don't-
auxiliary
but you don't
person,
get- you don't have the-
Because there's more than just one person when you go on tour. Like when you go on tour, there's the dancers, there's the auxiliary person. He said, there's the curtain puller guy, there's the wiring person, there's a person
Well,
that gets
that
all
person-
the equipment.
well,
Then
whoa,
could be
whoa,
that
whoa.
person. Your,
But also,
your
too-
girlfriend can be one of the dancers. She can be the hype person. She can be the background.
And we said
dancer.
those
That's
the
what
ones
I'm
that gonna
saying.
get fucked on.
Yeah.
And I'm saying the background dancer
What I'm
is
saying
still
is
high. I
anybody
said
except
and
for
I'm saying
Beyonce
the hype-
is
you know
getting
what I'm
clapped
saying?
on their
And I'm
downtime.
saying the hype person is still higher on that than everybody else that you can name that's on the tour. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, but still,
I'm low.
I'm going with the singer lady
Right.
because she got.
It's her show.
especially-
She got to show up.
And between dates,
All
they
I
be
was
having.
saying because he got in debt with the jobs, and I'm just like, oh well, yeah, like I would rather
in my
like her be the
eyes,
hype
in my
person.
eyes, they all the same level. If you ain't Beyonce, you getting fucked on.
That's how I'm talking about.
That's how I see this shit.
All that you just said didn't mean nothing.
Just like I see the athletes all on the same level. If you're the lowest person on the totem pole and you're doing this run for Nike out in China, you still getting fucked on.
Right.
That's just how I see this shit.
It's science.
Yeah. Because that's crazy. That's like
The second part. Would you rather go on tour? What was it? As a comedian?
Yeah, as a comedian, world tour as a comedian, or world tour
As a star athlete?
yeah. Or no, I thought we said star athlete.
Yeah.
Or did we say?
I'm gonna say comedian.
Or was it comedian actor?
Comedian actor? Oh, definitely that. Then.
No, we said as like a singer or some shit like that.
Okay.
Cause like we was talking about how like the comedians like be selling out shit like.
God damn, boy, that's a hard one.
Like,
so rather a
The singer-
comedian or a
hey.
musician?
The singer
Yeah,
got the
on
after
World
party.
Tour,
Yeah.
World
I was
Tour.
say what?
The singer got the after party.
Hey, comedians be having after
Yeah,
parties.
bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah, bro.
He had the after party though.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Nah, they be at that shit too.
I've heard stories about Richard Pryor, bro. That motherfucker.
Yeah, that nigga's gay. No, I'm super straight. Yeah, I'm super straight on that nigga.
Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up.
That
Time
one
out.
left.
Wait, time out.
Whoa.
You gonna say
Whoa.
Richard Pryor's gay, and we still talking about singers and artists, right?
You said comedian.
Yeah, but you said that like it's not the same on the other side.
Like we don't really know technically about both of them.
We don't. Nigga, what?
We know about Richard Pryor fucking a tranny and stuff like that.
Yeah,
If you want to go to this party, cool.
Bro, there
Hey.
are stories about Quincy Jones.
That's the Richard Pryor after
Quincy
party?
Jones. Yes.
So you gonna go to the Luther's?
There's some wild stories.
Yeah.
Why are these the two options?
Yeah,
bro, people around.
There's
so many other- there's so many other singers and comedians, like, what?
Exactly.
These
That's
are
all
my
I'm
two
saying.
fucked up options?
No, I'm saying like he's saying because he was saying comedian part. He was like, you heard Richard Pryor, and then he was saying like, yeah, Luther Vandross. So like you got it on both sides. Like
Walking the
can't
back.
you
Hey,
just-
number two. Hey, man, what the fuck?
This is too much.
Hey, you know what? I knew I shouldn't have been at no after party tonight. Let me go and take it to the house.
Yeah, I'm a background dancer anyway.
Bro, I'm going to 5-star, bro. Let me go get my mind right.
Hey, see, man.
Hey, Will, you want to go to the movies with us? Here I come, y'all. Yeah, I'm not. I'd rather do a comedian.
So
Oh, shit. Because I think comedians are
the
great.
comedian, actor, or the singer? Or
You
the
said
athlete?
comedian
Nah,
or
comedian
just a singer?
or singer.
Like go on the
Yeah.
world tour as a comedian or as a singer.
I'm going to go as a comedian.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick that too, man.
Yeah, because comedians are just the shit. I like comedians.
Dad, what you going with?
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
see,
kind
there
of
we go.
You going to go as Beanie Siegel. For real, why the singer, though?
That shit it's just hella fun, probably, bro.
Yeah. And this too, like when you go on tour as like a comedian, like I guess it's gonna be the same on the other side. But as a comedian, I think about like the fucking jokes, because you know comedians don't go on tour just by themselves,
Nah.
right? So yeah, so if I'm the
If you think of Kevin Hart, then you talking about Red Cup Boys.
yeah, or if I'm like Dave Chappelle, I have a couple of opening acts.
Yeah.
And the joke's gonna be fucking like
They
Mike
got one
Epps
sing-
and
The singers do too. Singers got a bunch
Like,
of-
they're like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It could be the same on the other side.
Okay.
I just think the laughing is
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous
yeah.
when you have like the Kings of Comedy,
I know,
bro.
that shit was
Imagine that
incredible.
tour, bro. That was a tour.
Yeah.
Bro, that tour had to be nuts, bro. Every night,
Yeah.
jokes for days.
Or being like when Michael Jackson was on that too.
What tour?
Like Michael Jackson had like
Oh yeah.
you only can imagine because he had probably one of the biggest concerts back in the
Yeah,
day.
bro. Yeah. But I just think of. Oh. I just think of the jokes from comedians. Like,
Yeah.
imagine being on tour like
Niggas start getting tired. Like, damn, bro, y'all niggas don't never get serious, bro.
them niggas serious when it's time to pay.
Yeah.
But imagine
And it's
like,
looser when you're on a tour with comedians too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like y'all really be at clubs and bars just like hanging and swinging all day.
Yeah.
It's not like so confined to whatever.
And that's what just me when I listen to podcasts and shit. Like a lot of these dudes have toured together.
Yeah.
Or like somebody, like Kevin Hart was talking about one time he like opened for like Bruce on like a little tour or some shit. And you just imagine how funny that shit be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like that shit. That's why I would choose comedian, just because of the backstage shit.
Yeah.
Be fucking hilarious.
Y'all think y'all would be
in
straight
the
going
parks.
on a world tour like us four? Like y'all think y'all would be straight like being gone for like 5 months and just living on like a
And I had to
like
pay
a bus, tour
GRU?
bus?
Yeah.
Hey, I was in the army.
Yes.
Anything is better than that.
As long as Boo Boo Man ain't blowing it up.
Like living on a bus, like y'all would be straight for like 5, 6
What
months.
Stuck said, I think we was talking to Stuck about getting a Sprinter and traveling somewhere. He said you got to have a rule that you can't shit on the. He said a bus, you can't shit on the bus.
All right, still don't do it.
Man,
Or on the
break
RV.
that
It
shit.
ain't me.
Yeah, on the RV.
Nah,
Somebody gonna break that shit, bro.
Nah,
that's Mr. Arby's gonna blow that bitch up.
Mr. Arby's.
All right, Taco Bell.
Nah, that would be hella fun though, for real, bro.
I think it would be too, bro. Road trip just in general fun, bro.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we'll get to that point, man. One day we do 1 week we do a tour or some
Yeah,
shit.
you gotta actually game for.
Yeah. It should be fun as hell.
That shit would be fun.
Yeah, the tour we did with Blazel and them was fun. That was only 3 days and that shit was fun.
Yeah, y'all sound like y'all had a good ass time.
Yeah. Shit was
He
lit.
was like,
Nigga tired.
Yeah, it was me, Dub,
One
Will, Blazel, Ree, Dot, Money, who was like the GMF.
Gorilla Mafia.
Yeah. Am I forgetting somebody? That's it, right? It was just us. Packed in the van. Down
That shit would be
I-75.
funny as hell.
That shit was fun. This nigga Blaze almost died.
I mean, is it a real tour if somebody didn't almost die?
Yeah. He was stuck, boy.
Remember when we almost saw Clay and J Ski almost die? Get hit by that semi truck?
No, that was wild as fuck.
That was crazy as hell.
Invincible, man.
And they was
So
laughing
close
and
to,
shit.
Like, almost dying, bro.
Who?
They were trying to.
Oh, we was
pass
going to the
J
beach.
Ski and Clay.
We was going to Crescent Beach.
Oh, okay.
And you know one of them back roads.
And you know, it's like one way, but when the dotted lines like had been like, you know, you go around someone.
Yeah.
Them niggas was following us, and we had to went around the car, and them niggas was like too far behind. Them niggas tried to do the same shit, and it was a damn semi truck coming this way.
Bruh, it's
And
almost
them
some
niggas-
Final
them
Destination
niggas
shit.
did
Damn.
it.
It was like at the last minute.
Oh, y'all thought y'all was Fast and Furious?
No, not us. That was J Ski and Clayton bottom.
It's about to be fast and furious. This shit was about to be
Oh
over.
shit, these niggas about to die. Like, cause we seen the like car go past us, and we was like, bro, no fucking way. And he was looking out the window. He hadn't
like,
stopped
they
on
about
the
to die.
side.
Oh, all y'all was in the same car looking back.
We
Oh,
were
real.
looking back like, oh my god, like we thought we was about to witness that shit. And then we seen them niggas do the scary. We was like, oh shit. And them niggas like came driving by us like laughing like, oh man, that was the close one.
Hey, before we get out of here, I really think we should hit this topic because we got some time.
Good.
Can you still be friends with your ex?
No.
Yes. I feel like you can.
Sure. I mean, you talking about like when you're in your
In a
next relationship, or
yeah.
give us more
Do that
context.
one, yeah.
Like, yeah, you be friends with your ex.
Let's say that because if you're
You
not,
have
it's
to be
easy to be
friends
friends with
before
your ex if you're not in a relationship.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
If you're in a relationship, can you be just friends with your ex? You
Cause I
think?
feel like you would have to be friends with her before you even got
We know what
into
your
the next
answer is.
relationship. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like, but
explained
it ain't
it
like
already.
you break up.
Well, yeah,
with,
we explain it. I want to know. I
I'm
want to know.
saying, but it ain't like you
break.
break up with your ex and then like you get a girlfriend. You be like, yeah, that's my friend. Like in order for like y'all to know that y'all were friends, you would have to have been friends before you met your next one anyway.
No, I ain't gonna do it because I just feel like
so,
you bringing bullshit to your new relationship. Like, just cut that shit off.
I think you can be friends
Like,
with
you're not
your ex.
missing nothing.
You
Are
do?
Yeah, you can be friends with your ex.
Like how? Like what kind of friends though?
Like, so there needs to be like a boundary.
Yeah, that's
you don't
what I'm
need to
saying.
confide in
That
each other
boundary get broke
anymore.
every time.
Okay.
You don't need to confide in each other like,
pissing me off.
like, damn,
Damn,
new
she
girl on some bullshit. Like, I
Damn, she
can't.
don't feed you?
Yeah,
Maybe
nah.
I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? Like,
Like on some like, oh, you know,
Nah,
I got a job. I'm gonna be moving to Atlanta. Like, damn, that's dope,
Okay.
man. Congratulations. When I'm in the A, I mean, we ain't gonna
look,
kick
like
it.
a little
But,
pepper
like,
sport. You can be like a little more than cordial.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
I'm
like
going to Atlanta, got a job. Well, okay, bitch, go to hell. Yeah, there you go.
Like, it don't have to be like that.
Crash before you get here.
Also, doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like all his
I see
breakups
what you're
just
saying.
bad. Like,
Yeah, you make it seem like it was awful.
call
Nah,
me
if I'm in
bitch.
a relationship, I don't
But I
wanna
think,
do it.
I think you can be friends like on that level.
Yeah.
Like on a very surface level.
Yeah.
But like we don't.
Like cut communication on, like for real.
You can catch up.
It get bad.
Like,
I've never.
That's what I'm saying. Like catching up. Like
I've never had a.
If she tell you to stop talking to this girl, what you gonna do?
What you
Yeah.
Like,
What did it?
I feel uncomfortable.
I would say
I don't feel
within-
comfortable talking to
with-
you talking to your ex, and she tell you, "Can you please stop talking to him?" What you gonna do?
Okay. I need to see where we at in this thing. Like,
you don't
like
tell
why are
me
you
who my
why you
friends
feeling? Why you like? I'm not trying to get with this woman no more.
Yeah, and you don't tell me.
Why? What's it about?
The story always goes, "Hey, I don't see her like that."
No, but hold on. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Look,
but
look, he
I feel
going
like you
down the
can't
beat,
just
he going down the path.
Because if you were like actually friends, I feel like you can't just cut it off just based based on what? You're just uncomfortable.
I mean, if your partner feel uncomfortable, you wanna.
Like I told this person 2 times a year, and you uncomfortable.
Because even if you said that about a dude, I'm still just gonna be like, nah. Like just because you uncomfortable, you don't tell me who my friends are.
At one-
male or
I ain't talking
female.
about.
But at what point?
To me, it's just different because like your ex is like you keep saying that's your friend, but it's like it's really not.
At what
It's
point
a
though? At what point does uncomfortable?
Why do you want to
become-
talk to your ex so bad?
Yeah, but
See, when I say friend, I mean like a couple times out there, like, hey,
what makes you
yeah,
uncomfortable?
know what I'm saying?
Like,
Just catching up with you.
Okay,
validates-
first
That's
of all-
the thing. Somebody can be uncomfortable with it. That's what I'm
Bro,
saying.
that's what he said.
First of
but
all, I'll
what's
say
the
this. All right, so
conversation?
I've never, with the exception of my child's mom,
Yeah.
I've never been. I'm not friends with any exes.
Yeah.
Like at that level because we weren't friends before our relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like we got we have nothing else to talk because everything we talked about was, and be that it may, it wasn't the best route to go. But we are confiding in each other. Everything had to do with our relationship. There was nothing before.
Okay.
So
So you said if y'all had a friendship.
yeah, we was friends for like childhood friends, and we dated for like a year or two. It didn't work out, and then down the line, like that's a friend. That's a genuine friend.
Okay.
So another question I have too, like since we talking about this, at what point does your uncomfortable become an insecurity?
That's what I was just about.
I
That's
feel
what I
like
was
That's why I
asking.
asked, what is the issue? Why you want me to cut it off?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like what's your
I'm just saying,
uncomfortable?
like,
Is
it
it
can-
like, just
because
never
of
talk
who
to this
she
person?
is, or did I have a conversation that you
Yeah.
like, I didn't make uncomfortable? Because if it's like he said, small talk, where it's like, oh hey, oh I seen you the other day. Oh yeah, you're back in town. Okay, nice.
What was-
blah blah blah
well,
years.
small talk, yeah,
and then that's
that's
done,
okay,
and then you
but
like,
I'm talking about-
oh,
and that's what I mean. That's what I mean by friendship. Like we're still.
Yeah,
No, I ain't gonna stop talking to her
in
because we got history, shit like
But then
that.
to
Yeah.
his point, then it's like sometimes where it was like he said where it was like we were real deal friends. We tried dating for 2 years, that didn't happen, and then we were still friends. And then like so when we call and we have friends conversations, and you say it's uncomfortable, it's like well we were real deal friends.
Well,
That's what I'm saying,
I
like,
still think that's a little kind of crazy too, because like y'all was friends, but it's like y'all was fucking too. So it's like a person could still feel like, hey, I know y'all used to date back in the day. Like, just think about that.
They
like,
could, but too, like I
Like
just
why is that so hard of a question when you be like, oh, why I got to be break down and like, hey,
because
don't talk,
me
don't talk to your
personally,
ex, like,
I
okay, cool.
want to know like what's my
And
frame
you're never
behind
just
it.
gonna. I'm never gonna just go with you telling me something like he said and not giving me the reason. You can't just be like, hey, I'm
I
not
didn't
cool
know
with
you
this.
needed, I didn't even know you need a reason to like, hey, like.
You do, bro.
When you go
Because
into a
like he
relationship-
said, well, like
when you go
once
into a
you're
relationship, you should just
uncomfortable.
stop talking to your ex.
Like, cause like he said, it's like when does your uncomfortable becomes like a insecurity? It's like, bro, like I'm not doing anything
if y'all feel
wrong.
like you talk to your ex, cool. Like,
But this is what I'm saying. But
this.
this is how I feel too. Like I can separate like that because you brought up like the fucking.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what most people see. Like you want to fuck this person. Me, I just necessarily don't see it that way.
Right.
Now if I've done something to make you uncomfortable, that's different. And you tell me like, hey, I ain't like that.
And
that
that
shit.
is what I'm speaking on.
Yeah,
here.
like-
Because I feel like if y'all know each other, families, things like that,
Like
and y'all follow each other, family on social media, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, hey, I seen your brother did this.
Yeah.
Like, congratulations. Tell him I said. It's like,
Or
okay.
if she crossed-
I don't see that as
or
crossing
if
the
she
line. Like,
crossed
what's
the-
the issue?
Like the small talk you was telling, like, hey, like, I don't even know sometimes, like, when it comes to that, I just feel like it's like a slippery slope with that.
Yeah.
Because even
okay.
the small talk, sometimes, like, for some people, like, how y'all feel like small talk is nothing, y'all. Small talk can turn into something. Right.
But that's what I'm saying.
So it's
though.
like, I feel like you still have to be courteous to your partner.
But that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
what I.
got a past situation with somebody.
Dog, cut that
Yeah.
shit
But
off.
what I'm saying is.
Oh, I can see exactly
But
how
what I'm
that,
saying-
yeah,
but also-
look, because it's just like women with children. It's
Yeah.
Cut that
like,
shit
you might
off.
be saying, oh, I don't fuck with my baby daddy, whatever like that, but it's like,
but what I'm
seem
saying.
kind of pressed when this nigga
everything
texts
be
or
fucking
call or
baby
whatever.
mama.
Yeah, it's like,
But what I'm saying- but what I'm
I don't know
saying
about
is
that
this,
right
though,
now.
like-
just cut that shit off.
But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, it's not always black and white with like that situation either. So like,
I feel like
if it depends on like, all right, so it's not just me in that situation too. So like, if we're talking and then my ex or whatever is receiving it a certain way and that's starting to cross that boundary, then I'm gonna back off naturally, just completely.
Yeah.
Especially if that comes and
For me, just for me, like I just cut it off in general because I just you never know because right because you never know.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm saying though,
it's back to his point.
But the fact that you say like, well, why do I talk to this person?
As you get older and time goes on, it's like
the insecurity.
It's not that big of a deal.
And,
you know what I mean?
What you said, insecurity and something like, bro, it's like cut the shit off. Like, why is that so hard? Like, why you gotta have like?
Because again, just like I said, like if it don't have nothing to do with a female, just in general. If you told me someone that I have in my life makes you uncomfortable. And you want me to stop talking
about just someone, I'm talking about your ex, nigga.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, just in general, no matter who it is, you're never gonna come to me and tell me something makes you uncomfortable without giving me the reason, no matter what it is.
But the thing is about that, you shouldn't have to give a reason.
Yes, it is, bro, because it's my life. You're telling me, like, what makes you uncomfortable? You say, let's say, like,
the fact that you ask me what makes me uncomfortable, nigga, you still talking to your ex.
No, but that's not
right. But that's not a reason, bro. Like, what, like, someone that I talk to because that's my ex. Okay. But you're not telling me what I'm doing wrong, what's making you uncomfortable. Just the fact that you know this person's my ex, and I go, hey, well, I don't like that you said something to them because that's your ex. That's not a reason for me to stop talking to them, bro.
All right, well,
like, if I say something that made you uncomfortable, like, oh, I ain't like the way she took this, like, she was flirty with you, and you say that made me uncomfortable, but you just be like, that's your ex? Oh, okay. That made me uncomfortable that you had a conversation with her. That's your ex.
But we also gotta have a conversation.
To me, like, just being respectful in a relationship, like, what am I like having to talk to the ex for? Like, we literally don't have
because
nothing.
Like, all right, but okay, I'll give you a situation. But it does. I'll give you a situation, right? I was in uniform with women.
Okay.
Right? So if I dated somebody in uniform, that's like we're facing life and death experiences. Like we grew together, like, and then we dated outside of that.
Yeah.
And like we became friends first and then dated outside of that. And then time's gone, like 4 or 5 years has gone on. I done dated other women and whatever the case may be. And we still communicate. I'm not gonna have it at a boundary where it's gonna fuck up my relationship. But we need to have that, we need to talk about that. Like
I can see like having a conversation, but I'm just saying for me, like I'll be like, to me, there's no point to even though like it don't matter like, hey, y'all fucked around for 5 years or something like that. Just to me, just like scratch it, like just get it out the way. Like don't have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but me personally, I can't cut off people that was important in my life because I can separate relationships and
like
friendships.
What you said about that's different.
Because I was about to say,
but I'm talking about exes, like there's and you in a whole relationship, like.
Because I was about to say,
but they were friends.
Like some of my exes were like in my life when like I was going.
And like I said, I don't have no exes
when
like
they were
this.
going
I'm
through
just saying.
things. Like when they were going through things, like when some of my like people passed, like one girlfriend was there through all of that. Or when someone passed in her family, or when they was going through something. After that, like even after we broke up, we still communicated because I remember like okay, this date was this date. I'm gonna check on her. I know this person isn't like this. I still communicate with that as like a friend. Even years pass, even if I go get more girlfriends in that past and we still have that communication because of what we went through when we was younger. Bro, you gotta think, when I was 18 and I dated somebody from when I was 18 to 22, nigga, that's 10 years ago. So like, even if like we put something together way back then and I'm like 30 something now, I can still have had a friendship with you leading up to that and I had girlfriends. That doesn't mean that we've done nothing in that same time.
I understand what you're saying.
You become my friend from that point on, from when we were 22 to now when we're 30.
Like, I feel what you're saying. I think we have two different definitions of friend.
Yeah, me too.
Because when I say friend, I'm thinking like, oh, I know it's your birthday. Hey, happy birthday. Congratulations for making it to 40. Yeah. That's what I mean by friend. You mean like, oh, y'all be texting like, oh, I was work today.
Late at night.
And that's what I mean by,
we're not talking about that.
That's a different definition. Like, no.
I'm talking about
like when you say like, oh, like these girlfriends been a part of my family when they family died. I don't give a fuck about that.
And even if I
do. So I'm saying like when they say that and you say, oh, you need to cut it off. I'm like, we've had 2 texts in a year.
Okay,
that's not like, that's like I don't see that as drawing anything between our relationship.
But that's not something that's important.
But I'm not going to use that as a bullshit. Like, oh, she was definitely
that's not bullshit. Like, so if
if
you come to me and you say this person makes you uncomfortable, and I explain to you, well, this was this person that was around when this happened. That's something that was important to me. That's a major milestone. And then like you're my significant other, you're like, well, I don't give a fuck about that. Well, then nigga, you don't give a fuck about me if I'm telling you like in this important moment when I was down, this person was here and got me through that, and like you just feel like, well, my insecurity means I don't want you to fuck with them. I don't give a fuck what you saying about that.
It's not even insecurity. It's just like, bro, like.
Now I'm looking at you different. Like if you just like my significant other, you like, well, I know that you told me this was important when this person passed.
So like,
I don't give a fuck who's around you.
I think what Sterl said makes sense. It's just a different definition of friend. Because I know what you're talking about.
You're talking about an actual friend.
Yeah.
You're talking about somebody still within the vicinity.
But even so with that, like, I'm not going to necessarily stop talking to them, but I am going to create a lot of distance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because think of like, to bring up to his point, if a friend was there when my mom passed or something, and she's hitting me and we dated or whatever.
She's like, hey, I heard that your mom passed.
She knows the anniversary or something. She checks in. That's what I'm saying. But as far as like every day, we're not gonna talk every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not gonna. And if I was talking to her every day, as soon as I make the cross the barrier of relationship, that shit goes.
So like for example, same thing with the girl that you just said, like, she has a kid. You see and you be like, hey man, congrats on motherhood. Yeah. You have a child. She be like, hey, congrats on.
Well, to me, kids. Yeah. You always gotta be.
That's what I'm saying. So like, but what I'm saying is, let's say like she moved on, like she has kids before you, like you in a relationship. You see, you like, hey man, congrats on motherhood. Yeah. Like I see that you had a child. Family looks beautiful. Yeah. Then you have your kid, and she goes blah blah blah. I see that you had, hey man, welcome to parenthood. Blah blah. You like, man, I'm ready for it. She like, hey man, just here's some suggestions. Blah blah. You like, hey man, I appreciate that. Hey man, take care. Blah blah.
That's cool.
Then when Christmas come around, like she see you on Christmas, like, hey man, your family look gorgeous. You like, hey man, blah blah blah. And you keep up. That's even though that's your ex, that's still a friend because like I was saying, like you still keeping up.
But I think what Carter was talking about was like.
No, that's different.
Carter's not talking about service level. He's talking about actually talking. But I'm like, I'm in Atlanta. I'm gonna hit you up.
Like I said,
that kind of thing.
You can be like it's nothing to you because you're like, I don't want nothing to do with this person. Yeah. But a person like your partner, like as much as you can.
That's what Kay was saying. Like the way it's received.
I don't want to.
Now what I'm asking you is now, do you see anything like now if she comes like what I was just explaining just there? Now if someone came along and said that makes me uncomfortable, like yo, make it uncomfortable that we're just having regular adult conversation. Like I'm saying like, hey, congrats, this. You be like, well, that's your ex. You used to fuck. You be like, yeah, but you literally see me say, hey, congrats, and her say congrats on parenthood, and we had a whole adult conversation. Yeah, also, if you say that makes you uncomfortable, I don't want to talk. Now I'm asking you, like, bro, what made you uncomfortable?
Yeah,
like,
now we gotta have a conversation.
Like, now we gotta have a conversation.
Like, I can see people saying, like, well, why she need to know all this? Like, people, that shit come out of people's mouths. Like, that shit happens.
Well, but like you said, that's something that's on social media. She's seen that.
In order to do that, I gotta see that. I'm not going.
Yeah, like it ain't like she just came out of nowhere. Like if it was on social media and she hit you, was like, hey, I seen this.
Yeah, that's it.
And I feel like even when you.
Not if you don't maintain a boundary. That's it.
And niggas hop over boundaries all the time.
That's about being mature though.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? That's about being mature. So like you gotta set that boundary.
Niggas be mature all they want to, boy. They know how that thing is, boy.
This nigga, something's wrong with this nigga. Hey man, let's get out of here, man. Hey, before we leave, give us a jewel, man. Give us a jewel.
It's certain exes like, hey man, I can't talk to you like this, bro. Leave me alone now.
Yeah, that's right. But typically, them exes don't be like best friends, and you shouldn't be talking to them regardless.
You know them not your best friends.
You like,
yeah,
bro. See,
hey, y'all say that shit, but a lot of times when you get, I don't know, just for me, a lot of me keeping boundaries has been logic. Has been if I take it too far with this girl. Look at what I'm gonna lose over here. That's what's been the logic. Oh yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
But to his point.
Yeah.
People people say shit like that.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what y'all keep like. I'm not saying like y'all
like
gotta
came out the woodwork. What you mean?
But to his point though, like and he even said,
who
like,
is she? What's going on?
He know which. He also is like self-aware because he was saying like he know which ex is like, bro.
Yeah, it's some ones I ain't even saying hi to.
And then there's the ones that
these bitches.
And then there's ones that he said like he knows like there was like an actual like friendship.
Them the ones you should talk to.
Hey, look here. If you want to keep the peace, just cut it all together. Like my partner said.
I don't want the peace. I'm here for violence.
Hey, if you want to keep the peace,
cut it like he said. All right. And if you want to, or just set boundaries.
Hey, remember that time we went to Chicago? Yeah, you feed me pizza and I have.
Oh, see, no, all right, we get out of here. Hey, before we get out of here, give us a jewel for the week before we do a plug.
Jewel for the week. Within your relationships, make sure you set boundaries. All right. That's the jewel.
All right, we'll take that.
I like that.
All right, that's been an episode. Let's do these plugs, man. Let's get up out of here.